Hey, sweetie, is it raining yet?
Not yet.
I believe it may. Don't you just hate it when you plan a trip or a vacation or a road trip in a van and a tornado or a hurricane comes through? Seems to happen to us a lot. And Delta is making a mess all over the East Coast today. And it's going to rain here. It wasn't supposed to when we booked this trip, but it's going to. And so that leaves us with a choice. What do you do? Well, choice number one would be for us, 4 hours from here is our driveway. We could turn around and go home. But we haven't gotten to do many of the things we wanted to do on this trip. So choice number two would be, we could check out of here today as we plan to do and head towards our state park. But it's going to be raining there the entire time that we wanted to be there. And choice number three, we can just stay right here in this national park. Because it's a first come, first served basis park, we can extend our stay for as long as we want to stay within the limit. So we added one more day, which means it's going to be raining tomorrow. We're going to use that rainy day tomorrow as a travel day. And then we'll check into a state park or maybe even a Walmart or something until the weather gets better. But in the meantime, there's a lot we can do here today without it being so rainy. And we'll take you to show you that. By the way, I'm Owen. This is Van Trekking Lifestyle. When you have a furry best friend, one of the things you can do to keep the hair out of the van is to brush them a lot more often than you would at home. So we try to do that. And Maggie likes it. And all that hair that's coming off, well, we can knit a sweater with it just about, but that's hair that won't be getting into the van. But there's enough hair that's going to get in the van anyway, so don't worry. We're going to get our share of Maggie hair in there. One of the things we do too is, as she travels around, she gets all these little burrs and things off of the bushes and things. So we found that this little Furgo brush is really good for getting all that stuff out of her too. And if we don't do it, she'll just stop and start gnawing at it. And that's just no fun for her or us. And so let's roll over this way. You like it, huh? You like it. See, you got stuff all in here. You got stuff in your ear. Man, wow. Ready to go for another hike? Let's go. We drove out of our campsite this morning trying to find something fun to do. But it turns out 100,000 other people are trying to find the same thing. There's just no parking anywhere.
Nice. Every trailhead is packed.
See what we mean? Cars at any of the major hikes here, cars are just overflowing everywhere. But it's good to see people out enjoying nature though. We're really all for that. We're just gonna wait until they all go back to work or school or wherever they go for us to go out and enjoy it. This is the peak week for leaf watching here if you're up here in the fall, and there are a bunch of people here. So what did we decide we're going to do?
I think we're going to go back to the campground and try the trail there.
Okay. The 1 mile or the 5 mile?
I don't know which one I can get you to do. I guess the 1 mile.
I still have to cook quesadillas.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
It's a beautiful ride though. It is so pretty, and don't let the crowds kind of dissuade you from coming, but just be aware that they're going to be here. If you come on the weekend, this is a Saturday.
Yeah.
It is packed. I don't think there's anybody left in Washington, D.C. They've all driven down here. Okay, it's still fun though. Our first stop to get some pictures at an overlook on our way back to the campground. Oh look, This person likes to take a kayak on a van too, and a bike. So we're on the Traces Trail at the Mathews Arm Campground in the National Park. It's 1.7 miles, a little bit of elevation gain, and there's no magpie down here. She decided she'd had enough hiking and visibly told us.
Yeah, she did.
She didn't want to go, did she?
Yeah, she did not want to go.
That means we can go a little faster and maybe enjoy it without having to worry about making her so tired. Let's go. Getting hot.
Bazinga. Bazinga. I'm liking this tree. How do y'all like Owen's fanny pack?
That's not a fanny pack, honey.
What
You said
is?
I couldn't. You said I couldn't have a fanny pack. So we found this Patagonia lumbar pack. See, it fits in your lumbar.
Oh. So what's the difference in the fanny pack and a lumbar pack? They look the same to me.
About $100 Canadian. We bought this in Whitehorse in the Yukon. That was so cool to find this thing. It actually is a good thing to have. It carries our water in any Maggie's bowl, which we don't need right now, and it's very, very comfortable compared to something over your shoulders. But I guess it is just an expensive
Fanny pack.
Yeah. Bazinga.
Don't you mean bazinga?
No, I can't say bazinga. I have to say zabinga. I have to say render seller too. Let's go. We're never going to get back. So we've made it about 1.5 miles and have maybe what?
I don't know. It's supposed to be like 2/10 of a mile left, but I don't know. We never.
And then we have to climb the hill back up to the van.
Yeah. But I think the payoff for this hike is just a nice walk in the woods. What do you think?
With a lot of elevation gain for an old fart like me, but it's been wonderful.
It
You're
has.
right.
It's beautiful out here.
I think we'll make it though.
Yeah.
I hope.
Keep going.
It's cool to see all the young people out here hiking too. I know when we're on the Blue Ridge Parkway, maybe we're just not going to the right places, but We've seen more people in their early 20s and mid 20s out here hiking today than any other hike we've been on.
And everybody is wearing a mask.
Everyone.
So every time you pass someone, they always have a mask on.
It's awesome.
So we've got these little things so we can just like put them up real quick, but
stick them up.
yeah.
Okay,
So,
let's see if we can make it another quarter of a mile.
all right.
Start cooking
See
dinner. Okay, leave it to us. We always seem to make a wrong turn, and we did that again. Luckily, we were able to find our way back to the campground. I think we see campers over there. The road should be back over there. It's not where we came in, but we made it just a little longer than we thought. What a wonderful hike. Could you do it if you needed a walking cane? No, I don't think so. Find a better one than this. It's the one we did yesterday, the meadows, the big meadows. That was an awesome, awesome hike for any skill level. I'm not saying we're in great shape. As you can tell, I'm a little bit out of shape right now and out of breath, but we are, I guess, right around 60, whatever that means. And we made it back. I hope you get to come do this.
Hey Maggie, are we back?
You were so smart.
Hey baby.
You
Hey.
were so smart.
Hey.
You were so smart. You stayed here.
Hey.
So if you have a Blackstone and you've looked on YouTube, you have probably seen the videos that come out of blackstoneproducts.com. This recipe that I'm going to cook tonight was inspired by CJ from CJ's first cooking show. And those guys are a hoot. I'll put a link to the video that I watched to learn how to make this in the description below. But we're going to make jalapeno popper quesadillas, or as he would say, quesadillas. Here we go. First thing we have to do, put about 6 pieces of bacon down on the griddle. Should be good and hot. The recipe calls for about 3 to 4 pieces of bacon, but Lynn loves bacon.
Right. I want to have at least, I'm sure both of us will actually take a bite of bacon after.
I guess so.
Okay. And then
My main thing is happy wife, happy life.
That's right.
While those cook up, I'm going to go wash my hands and come back and we'll chop up the vegetables. So we're going to take 1 jalapeno pepper and we're going to cut the end off because there's no sense to using that guy. I'm going to cut this end off. I'm going to slice that. Your choice or not about leaving the seeds in.
Are we leaving the seeds in?
Happy wife, happy life. Lynn does not like the seeds. We're going to leave the seeds out.
How many times do you want to say happy wife, happy life?
No. I guess till you say you're happy.
I am happy.
You guys heard that. Okay. Looking over at my bacon. Bacon's okay right now. Wow.
I hate to tell you, but those aren't little bitty pieces.
Those are there.
They're not.
They're not.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey.
You need to like cut that in half again.
Well, crap, didn't you tell me that before I got this part of it done?
I'm just trying to help him.
I know. Okay,
Just
I'll cut all
those in
these.
half, yeah.
You know how you can tell if you have a cut on your finger?
Blood coming out?
Cut up, well that's one way. Cut up jalapeno peppers, that's another way. Daggum, these things sting like a mother. These are chopped up, not as finely as Lynn would want them to be, but they're ready for me to cook down. And they won't be that hot, they'll be sweet when we finish. We're going to take half of a Rolano pepper. We don't really need the rest of that. Do the same thing, I'm going to chop off the end of this guy because I don't want him either. Put him in the fire for later. So this time I listened to Lynn and made them a little bit smaller. But these peppers aren't as hot anyway, so you might want to get me when I'm doing a good job. I'm not really doing a good job. Well, you might want to get me when I'm not doing a good job. I don't know. Bacon's getting there. Now watch this over here. This will not be as done. This side of my griddle is hotter than the other. That's okay. We'll play musical chairs and
moving around.
move the more done ones over. If you think about it ahead of time, you should probably put the cream cheese out so it can soften. I didn't do that, but you can set it beside of the griddle and that'll soften it just fine. By the way, you don't want to put it on the griddle. Nah, don't do that. Not until you put it in the quesadillas. The bacon's just about finished. We're gonna put the peppers down in the bacon grease. And just as we're doing this, it's starting to rain. Oh, baby. So no worries, we'll just put the awning out.
We're glad we have an awning. Yay!
Next step, the bacon's done. We're going to take all the bacon off, put it on a paper towel to get rid of the grease, let it sit there for just a moment, and then we'll chop that up into fine pieces of bacon as well. We're going to put about a half a teaspoon of onion powder into one package of cream cheese, same amount of garlic powder, a little kosher salt, and a little pepper. Let's check on the peppers over here and see how they're coming along. They look really good. One of our favorite ingredients to add to any Mexican kind of meal is diced chipotle peppers. And we'll put a good heaping teaspoon of that into the mixture. Or you could put chili powder if you wanted to do that, but we like these better. Our peppers are ready. We'll put them in with the cream cheese.
Like our mixing ball?
We're camping, baby.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta make do with what you have.
That's what she said. We've been watching a lot of The Office. I'm sorry, that one slipped out. All right.
Mix and mix.
Well,
Get your bacon grease off first. It's a lot of bacon grease.
making sure it wasn't leaking down below. I'm kind of chewing on a piece of bacon here.
Told you to eat a piece of bacon.
I know, you're right. Then we're going to cut up the bacon little pieces. You could use bacon bits if you wanted to.
But real bacon's always better than bacon bits.
Got a dirty hand, but I've got a towel and a clean hand. Woo! Now I've got two clean hands. Let's put the bacon in with the cream cheese and peppers. This is going to be so good. Daggum, I lost a piece of bacon over there. Maggie will find that.
Yep.
And now we're going to add about 2 handfuls of Fiesta blend cheese, if you get it at Walmart, or some type of Mexican blend cheese. We're always watching Sam, the cooking guy. He always says this, and we mix. Okay, it's time to make these. Let's put a tortilla down, get it good and warm. We're going to pick it up, we'll flip it over, sideways out the middle. Now, get your spatula good and hot, and I'll tell you why in just a minute. Take a little of the mixture, don't go close to the edge, about 3 spoonfuls. And then this is good and hot. See how that melts down? That's a good trick, CJ. Flip our tortilla over. And now, man. Okay, we'll put this back in the back and we'll make another one. When you heat the tortilla, it makes it pliable, so you're not going to break it or anything when you start doing it. I'm going to flip this one back over again. Okay, remember 2 or 3 spoonfuls towards the middle. Should have enough mixture to make about 3 or 4 of these. And if you don't heat that, this will stick to it. First one should be about ready. come off. Now it can go a little longer. So now once you cut them in half like this, you can get more than one on the griddle. Take these off, I'm going to cut them. Man, it's crispy and hot.
Ooh, I see that
Yes.
cheese oozing out.
Good stuff coming out of that, sweetheart. Look at that. Oh.
Awesome.
Okay, let's get a bite of this. Mmm. 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 Man, look at that. It's cold out here. You can see my breath. Look. This is such a warm treat to have. This is going to be so good. Riddle me this, can you make jalapeno popper quesadilla? Say that 10 times on the Blackstone griddle, you darn betcha. And when it's 45 degrees outside, it feels really good and it tastes good. Meet us around the griddle next week and we'll cook up something really good with you. And hopefully you guys can try a couple of these recipes. Send us some pictures or videos of your happy dance over on our Facebook page. Until then, it's time for me to do a little happy dance because that's what cooking's all about. Eat healthy, eat hearty, but do your happy dance whenever you cook. Do your happy dance, do your happy dance. I need to do a siesta kind of dance. That's fine. See you next week. So, good?
Very good.
But?
I think there could have been more bacon. You can't really taste the bacon in it.
The jalapenos kind of take over the flavor?
It's really good.
Yeah. So I guess next time cook an entire pack of bacon.
Not an entire pack, but more than 4 pieces.
Okay. Do you happy dance? Maggie, you ready to call it a night? Have you had a long day? You want to tell all of your friends good night? Say sweet dreams.